Yep. Let's move on. Probably the most divisive horse.
Here we go.
This is. We might get some debate here. We've largely agreed. But number 5, Kovalica. He's won 6 from 24. Damien Lane, 53.5 kilos. Weird weight scale where you've got number 5 in the market carrying 53.5 kilos. Drawn barrier is 17. I don't want to talk anything. I'll wait for you guys to speak about Kovalica's.
I'm trying to read your vibe. I'm trying to read your vibeometer now. Are you pro? Are you?
If he was trained by anyone other than Chris Waller, I would just pen him. But
he is.
Chris Waller Grand Finals scares me. He's a bit of a scary horse, but I also think if he was trained by anyone other than Chris Waller, it'd be 60s here.
I would take the 60s.
Yeah, I know you would. I know you would. If someone else trained it, would you be as confident, or is it Chris Waller factor? Why do you like him?
I like him because I think he's one of the best horses in the race, and his reputation, I know, precedes him a little bit.
Why is he one of the best horses in the race?
Because he runs faster than lots of the other horses in the race. That's the trick.
Still five horses beat him in a Cox Plate. He hasn't done a lot. I mean, he got...
So the Cox Plate...
I know it's an elite form reference.
So I've got my little fun facts around the Cox Plate. Here we go. So last 20 years, 6 winners through the Cox Plate.
Good.
Premier form reference, the market's expected a shade over 2. So we're tripling the market. So the market's underrating the Cox Plate. Why is the market doing that? I mean, I know it's a small sample. Maybe the Cox Plate's getting lucky. I'm going to bet it's not. I think this Cox Plate's a good race. That's my guess.
The Cox Plate's not a bad race.
Yeah. There's a horse that came out of the Cox Plate a few years ago and romped in the Melbourne Cup as well.
Yeah. Who trained her? Yeah.
So,
and I dare say this has been a target.
She was a better horse.
She was a better horse.
So
he won't have to be very elegant. If he goes very elegant on Tuesday, it's going to be one hell of a win and one hell of a party.
And that was another 7-year-old mare, but a complete outlaw. Like, she travelled superbly there. It was Via Sistina-esque in a Cox Plate, the way that Very Elegant won this race. And that's why Chris scares me here with Kovalica. 3,200 metres. Explain that to me, because he hasn't been tried over anything. He won a derby over 2,400 metres, but he hasn't really been tested over the longer trips.
He hasn't been tested past 2,200 since then. Even when he went to 2,200, I think that is the one part of Kovalica's career where I'd say, okay, yeah, he was underachieving. He was out of sorts when he went to Queensland at the back of that preparation. Not this campaign, and I know the wins haven't been there, but every run this preparation really has been rock solid. It's been in the right form races. As I said, he comes through that Cox Plate, which is just El Primo for the Melbourne Cup. And even the way that Cox Plate panned out, it just looks pretty sweet to me. I think it's one of those, you say if he wasn't trained by Waller, he'd be any old price. If he wasn't Kovalica, I think he'd be shorter than he is.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if he didn't have this reputation, and also the truth is he hasn't done any winning. So had he knocked a win in there somewhere, I think he would be. Everyone would forgive him for the running on. He was the best horse in the Hill Stakes, for example. I mean, is that a win? He doesn't know he lost, does he?
Dave will mention nutrition very shortly.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, if you ran this race weight for age, where the best horses would undoubtedly come to the fore, he would be in the conversation for the top few.
So from a ratings perspective, he's right up there.
Yeah, I mean, he's not when I looked at the Cox Plate market, he wasn't a genuine... I didn't think he was a genuine winning chance with horses like Via Sistina in the race and Prognosis, but he is a good weight. He's a weight for age horse in a handicap.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But where do you sit with the 3,200 metres and the profile and the prep? Has this been a target all along? You reckon it's just a setup?
Oh, this is an old-fashioned Waller setup. He's been targeting the Melbourne Cup for 18 months, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
So he's won the Derby.
Been a fox.
He's won the Derby and he's just been aiming for this race.
Yeah, I reckon from that very day on, it's like, okay, let's not win for 18 months. Melbourne Cup 2024.
We'll get a
Here
price.
we come. We'll
get a price. So where's he in your numbers, Dave?
Yeah, he's right up there. I marked him $11. I think there's an edge in his price. And I love their head-to-head with Land Legend here because they're both Waller horses.
Yes. You get a back Land Legend
too. You can always find a way.
The head-to-head market and a Waller. Oh.
Yeah. No, he's a chance. He's a live chance.
$11. That's a big overlay. $25 at Betfair at the moment. That's huge.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.